Now we're rolling.
Cool, ready to go?
Okay.
Hi SYO, I am so looking forward to our new season. I'm here with my dog Ray, and I wanted to tell you about some of the season highlights that we're going to have for repertoire, our plans for our side-by-side concert with the Saskatoon Symphony, just a couple of other details. So there's going to be more music than I mentioned here, and all of it will be on my blog so that you can go and hear recordings of it. My blog is richardcarnegie.wordpress.com, and it also links from the SYO website. But here's some highlights. In the first semester, some of our big pieces that we're going to be doing, the Die Meistersinger Overture by Richard Wagner, Finlandia by Sibelius, a really fantastic piece called Danzon No. 2, which it was in our repertoire to play last year, but we just had so much repertoire we didn't get to it. It's by the Mexican composer Arturo Marquez. It's a fantastic piece. I know that you'll really love it. A film score by Prokofiev from the film Lieutenant Kijé, which is a really, really interesting Soviet-era film. When the suite that we're playing was first premiered in Boston, there was a whole bunch of Hollywood executives that were trying to get Prokofiev to Hollywood to write film scores for Hollywood. It never ended up happening, but Prokofiev's style kind of like wove its way through all of the 20th century Hollywood film music. He was a huge influence for a lot of film composers that came after. Side by side with the Saskatoon Symphony, we're going to be doing 3 of the Dvorak Slavonic dances, and that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's with guest conductor Bill Rowson. Really looking forward to that concert. I should know when that is. I think it's in November. Yes, okay, good. Thanks, Paul. That'll be in November. A couple of other fun little highlights from the first semester. We're going to be playing a suite of music from video games, a suite of music from the great musical Les Mis, and also we're going to do some different Christmas music this year. One that's, the music's still coming for it, but it's a bit of a surprise. I'll tell you about it, closer to Christmas. But one that'll be a lot of fun is a piece called Wizards in Winter by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which is a progressive metal rock classical crossover group who I actually played a gig with once, and not on the bass and on the cello. And there's kind of a funny story about that, and I'll tell you about that in rehearsals. Speaking of rehearsals, if you're new to the orchestra, I want you to know that if you're nervous about the first rehearsal, unsure of what to expect, that is exactly how I felt my very first time in a youth orchestra. We're a really welcoming bunch. We're really looking forward to welcoming all the new players, and I know that all of our returning players are really happy. We'll be really happy to see you all there. We're an orchestra of over 70 at this point. We're just kind of finalizing our numbers, but it's a place where everyone we want everyone to feel at home. So if you're nervous for the first rehearsal, just know that that's completely normal, and we're going to have a blast. In the second semester, some of the repertoire highlights. Shostakovich Festive Overture, fantastic piece. Contemporary piece by an American composer whose name is Mohammed Fairouz, his Pax Universalis, universal piece. Really interesting, fantastic piece of music. I know we'll enjoy that. Our concerto competition winner, Shion Tamashiro, will be playing Saint-Saëns Introduction and Rondo Capriccioso. And our big symphony of the second half is going to be Dvorak's New World Symphony. And so I think it's really great that we start the season with the Dvorak Slavonic dances, something from earlier in Dvorak's creative output, to his last and I think greatest symphony, the New World Symphony. So like I said, we've got lots of players lined up this year. It's a big group. However, I do need your help. If you know trombone players, we need 2 trombone players, and if you know percussionists, we need 2 percussionists. So put out the word with your friend if you know people who play those instruments. We'd really love to hear from them, because that's really what we need to get everything going in terms of parts. Also this year, on October 30th, that's a Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., I'm going to be doing a fundraiser recital, a solo recital with pianist Deborah Buck. And the idea behind that concert is that all of the money raised is going to go towards fee assistance for players and families. Something that I think is really important is that the SYO is an opportunity that remains open for everyone, regardless of financial circumstances. I believe the admission is going to be free for you guys, for the players of the SYO. So you should just come, but bring lots of people who want to see the concert too, and we'll buy tickets, because not only is it going to help fee assistance, but that just helps us keep the overall cost of the program down for everyone, because we really want to make sure that central to our mission of the youth orchestra is that it's a place of music making for everyone. So I'm really looking forward to our first rehearsal, which is, September 8th, right? Yeah. Thanks, Paul. Okay, good. Without Google Calendar, I'm toast. I have to write everything down. And that's why I wrote down all the pieces there, even though, I should say, I programmed them, but it was in collaboration with players. We have a programming meeting each year, and there was so many great ideas raised, and a lot of them made its way into our programming this year, and we'll have a programming meeting this season for ideas for next year. So, like I said, there's a couple more pieces in there, but those are the real highlights of the year. I'm looking forward to a fantastic year of music making with you. Your homework is, please find me 2 trombone players, 2 percussion players, and just come ready to have fun and make music at the first rehearsal. We'll see you then.